WrestleMania 34 is April 8th, and what a night last night at the Royal Rumble. We had a lot go down, and there's only one match officially on the card. There was going to be two. We'll get to that a little later. First, let's go to the one that is official. The WWE Champion AJ Styles will face the winner of the Men's Royal Rumble, because there's a Women's Royal Rumble last night as well, Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura eliminated Cena and Roman Reigns to win the Rumble, and it was interesting because I thought that he was going to go for the Universal title and face Brock only because, it's really grasping at straws, but at the time Brock faced Nakamura in New Japan when Brock was the IWGP champion, or at least the Inoki version of that title, from Inoki's promotion, IGF. And Nakamura faced Lesnar for the belt when Brock was champion, so they could have had a match that WWE fans had never seen before. Would have been very interesting. But at the same time, this is the match that everybody wanted to see, a match that people wanted to see since Money in the Bank. We got a taste of it at Money in the Bank. But this is the match that, honestly, to be fair, shouldn't be happening, because Owens and Zayn had a controversy in their match. Owens was never tagged, yet Owens was the one pinned. So, plus it was a handicap match, but still, you gotta do what you gotta do to get to the main point, and the main point is AJ versus Nakamura. At this time, it's gonna be a great match. I don't even know who's gonna win. I don't even know who I want to win. I don't know. I really don't know. I'd probably go for Nakamura just to give him the belt. And that's what probably everybody would do, but at the same time, I want to see that moment at a WrestleMania. That would be an incredible moment. It would be something that a lot of people would have never seen. I think it would be the first Japanese champion, if I'm not mistaken, since Yokozuna. I may be wrong, I may be right, I don't know. At least for a world title. Because besides Yokozuna, and to be fair, Yokozuna was fucking Samoan, it wasn't fucking Japanese, but at the time it was a Japanese gimmick, sumo gimmick, Japanese. Why the hell not? So technically, it would be that. But, I would give it to Nakamura. I honestly would. AJ's had a great reign as champion. It's not that he can't have a longer reign. It's that I feel like Nakamura would be the one to win the belt here. As far as other matches go, we were going to know the Women's Championship match at WrestleMania. Asuka won the Rumble, and by the way, before I go into that, there were so many surprises in these Rumbles, from the Hurricane, the Rey Mysterio, to some NXT people like the NXT champion Andrade Cien Almas, to Adam Cole, to the NXT Women's Champion Ember Moon, to, half of the fucking Women's Rumble. So many surprises. Beth Phoenix, Trish Stratus, Michelle McCool, the Bellas, I'm trying to remember them all. Tori Wilson, Kelly Kelly. I think I said Beth Phoenix already. Molly Holly was a big surprise. I don't even remember the last time Molly Holly was in wrestling, let alone wrestling. Probably over a decade. She's probably been I know she was a trainer at a wrestling school recently, but still, that's incredible. And the performance she did was even better. God, I'd have to watch it again to see all the surprises, but because there were so many of them. Again, probably half the Rumble was surprises, so it was very interesting, especially since they were the main event. But as soon as Asuka was going to make her decision, both champions were in the ring, both holding their titles. Asuka was going to choose when Ronda Rousey came out in Roddy Piper's jacket. A lot of people didn't know this. This is a small thing. Roddy's son Colton gave Ronda that jacket to wear for that event, which was why you saw the mock-up of Hot Ronda, I guess is what it said, instead of Hot Rod on the Roddy Piper shirt design that we all remember from probably the last decade or two. Just because WWE made it that way, it was cool, but it was it could have been more, but it was cool. or what? It was either Hot Ronda or Rowdy Ronda or something. I don't Rowdy Rousey or something like that. I don't remember. Nonetheless, but it's a cool thing because Ronda Rousey, for those people that don't know, Ronda actually asked Piper a couple years ago before Piper unfortunately passed away, uh, for the approval to use the Rowdy nickname. And of course, Ronda was so fucking dominant at the time in USC that of course Rowdy agreed to that. Uh, and it's a cool moment. It really is to see something like that people might not know. It's really cool to see that. Nonetheless, Rousey pointed at the WrestleMania sign. We don't know what that means. I honestly thought that Asuka was going to choose Rousey, not knowing what was going on. Instead of having a title match, just face Ronda. I mean, that could have been. I mean, that's honestly almost as good as a title match. But again, because of that, we do not know who Asuka will face at WrestleMania. So hopefully tonight or tomorrow night or down the road, we'll find out who she chooses for that. Also, for the Universal title, the picture still is Reigns and Brock, but it's not official yet. It's, they hyped it up for a year now, but, it's not official. They haven't really made it official. So we don't know if that's still a thing, especially with the steroid allegations of Roman, and I'm not going to go into those because we don't know if those are true or not. Kind of hoping they are, but, for the sake of it, of being unbiased, for the sake of being unbiased, we can't say if they're true or not. And, it's interesting to see what happens there. But the WrestleMania is April 8th, and a lot more matches will be made, a lot more things will happen, and especially with the Raw after the Rumble. It's funny to say that, but, after one of these big four events, there's always surprises, always new people, always new debuts. Anything can happen tonight and tomorrow night. So anything is possible.